What's up, guys? All right, so I've been kind of scalping back and forth. I'm still down today. I'm down like $100 or something like that. Yeah, like $98 or so, which is still fine. Like in the last 2 days, I'm still green this week. In the last 2 days, I'm down like 140, but we made $200 on Monday buying that dip, and so we're still green on the week. And so yesterday, green week. This weekend, close to break even, slightly green. And so that's kind of how day trading goes sometimes. But we'll still take it. We got the GameStop earnings that are dropping today, and we are preparing for that. Let me know if you're bullish or bearish on GameStop pre-earnings. GameStop earnings, bull or bear? Let me know. We might actually get some scalping done as well as we do this. Get that out of the way. Hey, baby, you okay? We're gonna put AMC up. So Carol's here as well. Where is the GameStop one? There it is. There we go. All right, here. Sorry, hold on. All right. And we're kind of scalping the market too. Here, can you see? We got Carol here. My wife Carol's here. Here, you want a headphone? We're just kind of listening to music. Kind of scalping the Q and the SPY. It's been a pretty volatile day. We're just kind of going back and forth scalping this. We'll see if we can end green today. We got about 30 minutes until the market closes, so we're just kind of scalping back and forth. Trying to look at the broader picture of stocks here. Let me know how the sound is, guys. Yeah, SPY, huge rip up. Honestly, I'm still disappointed. I'm kind of red on the day with the SPY doing this type of good volatility. It kind of shows that I just need to be patient with my trading. All right, so we're gonna scalp out of that. So you should have brought some caffeine in here. That's what we really should have got.
I have Cokes in the freezer.
Oh, you do? You want to grab me one real quick? Oh, thank you, baby. All right, so here's the Q. We'll take a few little swings here. We're only down about $90 on the day, so we still got about $60 to hit like our max. And so let's throw the SPY up with a quick long trade. 100 shares of the SPY here. Nice. We're going to cover a little bit, protect it. GameStop, again, let me know if you're a bull or bear. $50 shares left of the SPY. We might add some more too on a pullback here, see if we can start testing highs. So I'm getting some Discord invites. All right. Gonna take a little bit more off here of the SPY. Again, we're kind of scalping the SPY. Got it to where we're down less than 80 on the day, kind of continuing to scalp here. We'll wait and see if we get some more opportunities. I could also buy some options. We'll see. But very bullish market, I think. Just let me know if you're bullish on bearish or GameStop. Vote on the poll right now. SPY ripping up, GameStop still sitting here. Thank you, baby. Drink some caffeine in here. We're going to try to end green. We'll see how it goes. GameStop earnings are expected after close today. The full earnings call will be streamed live beginning at 5 p.m. Eastern, I believe is when the earnings call is. That should be right. 5 p.m. Eastern is, I believe, when it's at. Y'all do me a favor, hit the like button. We're definitely really early, and so we might not have that many people here, to be honest. There we go. We're getting a little dip in the SPY. We'll buy up this little dip too, and we'll keep adding to the dip if it doesn't work, or if it keeps falling. Yeah, Kirill's here. What's up, Ramon? What's up, Pawn?
Hey, how's it going? Hey, Tiny. Sorry.
No, it's all good. All right, we're going to add a little bit more here. As long as we don't get... All right, we're going to add to this dip. Like I said, we still got so much room to trade. I just want to see if we're going to hold support at this 439 level and if we can, like, scalp this out. We're in 75 shares. The SPY will add another 25 share position to it. We're just looking to see if 439 can hold, realistically. Take one little nudge off there. And I could also update my trader view stats if you guys want to see it. All right, we're going to add a little bit there. I'm going to keep adding on a pullback here. We got some room. That's the only reason I'm testing this right now is because we do have some room. We're going to add another thing. There's 100 shares. So this is a big position, guys. Don't get me wrong. Like, a lot of people say I trade small. We don't. Put this into perspective. This current position is $44,000. We're going to cover into that. We're holding 50 shares left. We're going to cover into that. Hold 25 shares left. Not bad. We're only down about 65 bucks on the day now. We'll hold this 25 shares in case we start pushing up to test like these highs up here on the SPY. There we go. We might sell another 10 share position. Just kind of lock it in at these highs. Down less than 70 on the day. And I can also show you guys my trader view stats. Like, you want to see my actual trader view stats for the last 2 weeks, we could look at them. Let's see how we did. Right, still in this range. We're going to add another 10 shares back, try to get that full 25 share position. Let me go ahead and upload these stats, though. Yeah, we're just going to go back 14 days from today. Look, 15. So these are my last 2 weeks of trades, basically. And we're going to export the file. You can see me save it here if you guys want to see me save it. And this will be the last 2 weeks, just so nobody can claim I'm faking anything here, because we're doing this completely live, including my current losses, which I did lose today, yesterday, and I think the day before too. Hold on, let me see what we get here. Trying to manage this trade too. All right, we'll see how that goes. We should be good. Yeah, so far, last 2 weeks, not a beautiful, like, perfect few weeks. We've got this pullback here, and we had, you know, a few little losing days. You can see today we're down 70 bucks. But overall, like, if we look at our stats, still a pretty profitable system. Like, there's definitely edge here. We've made about $400, you know. And really, last week we made a bunch. I'm going to cut this a little bit more. And we're keeping our losing days small, which is the point. I'll have more green days for sure than red days over like long periods of time. And so if we can keep our red days small, then we're happy with that. You know, that's what we want. And this is kind of nice because we can kind of keep trading this and watching everything here. Get a little pop up. Take some profit there and just wait. Yeah, all good. Yeah, Carol's here.
Oh, wait. Actually, I need to grab something real quick.
All
I'll be
right.
right back.
All right. All right, so let's get Bobby in here. Speaking of this, let me go ahead and mess with these StreamYard settings. All right, so we'll look for another pullback in the SPY and see if we can trade that. Here's a nice pullback in the SPY. We're going to load up into this dip here. Try to get a good, reasonable position. There's 30 shares. We'll keep adding here, trying to see if we're going to hold support at 439, which it looks like we are.
Kind of a snack. Almost.
What you got?
Yeah. Tiny said, be right back. Need a snack real quick.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. All right, so we're catching some little momentum here. We're kind of grinding away at our losses on the day. You know, we're only down about $59, so very small losing days now. Yeah, that's probably right. I see that. What's up, Johnny? Yeah, I'm starting to realize like maybe starting the stream this early for the earnings call is not a good thing. Maybe we should start it a little bit later. Let's see if we tweeted it. Bobby should be joining too. Okay, there you go, my man Bobby on it. All right, so here's the latest dip. I don't want to keep pressing on these dips down to 439 because frankly they've worked over and over again now, and eventually they're going to stop working. And so I don't want to push too hard into these dips, but part of me wants to start pushing so I can try to end green on the day.
Okay, I guess I am an admin now.
Yeah, you're an admin, bro. I think, yeah, you just got to go to StreamYard and log in. But what's up, dude?
Yeah, I don't know. I'll figure that out later. Glad to be here.
Yeah, good to have you here, bro. Are you
Carol.
back? Calls for Friday? Oh, Bobby
Hey,
said,
how's it
"Hey."
going?
Oh, you can hear him. Okay,
Yeah, no,
I forgot.
I just realized and I put my earbud in. Hey, how's it going?
Doing good. Hopefully Big Meat Shoot's here and she can join too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Honestly, I'm just proud of my trading today, man. Even though today was a losing day, I stuck to my rule, and I'm getting a lot better at sticking to my rules, man. I'm getting a lot better at the whole I seriously think like a lot of traders are gonna find value in this risk management system. Like I might actually do a video on it because this type of risk management system just works. Like a scaling or tiered risk management system where you have a specific amount that you're okay with losing on that day. and we're gonna go ahead and cut it here. And then, that way you don't ever take big drawdowns. A lot of traders will scale up when they're losing, and if you do the opposite and you give yourself kind of a max loss on the day and you can stick to that, then you're going to be okay, as long as you have a profitable enough system, which I guess not everybody does, but it's one of those things that can really help turn around accounts and help traders really make money when they're struggling. But yeah, so Pawn says, I noticed something today analyzing the SPY trends. Oh, wait, wrong one. No, not that one. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Okay. He said, I noticed something today analyzing the SPY chart. Look at Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 2 p.m. There's been a consistent reversal. This is also a time you can't open any more options. Yeah, I don't know what that's called. Just gamma movements here. The market has not been good, but like I've kept it pretty small on the day. Like, here's the thing. Like, my trading style is to attack this first hour of trading. Like, this first hour is generally what I attack. And today, honestly, I was a little disappointed in myself because I lost money in that first little bit. I think I'm starting to understand myself as a trader, and I kind of realize like I am much better going short than long. Like, I could go long, but like I'm just much better as a short trader, and like being a short trader, I can just read the momentum a lot easier going short.
I could see how you do that, where you buy in, but then you take chunks and it's quick.
Right, you see what I'm doing? Yeah, like Carol's watching me do it. I just did it on the queue too. Like, it's little bitty trades, like back and forth over and over again. And I'm down to, when I started this stream, I was down like $102 or $103 in the day. I'm now only down 48. So I've made 50% back of my losses, and we're just kind of chilling right now, waiting for, the GameStop stream is going to come up. What's up, Steven? And yeah, to put it into perspective, we are trading a $30,000 account. But we're trading small because it's a losing day. Like, we don't push hard on losing days, and like day trading, like there's this big kind of dynamic of like, can you really make money day trading? And you certainly can. It just takes a very specific type of person that is able to follow a risk management system consistently. And like, that's rare. That does not always happen. You know what I mean? That does not always happen. And so it's one of those things where it happens occasionally where you run into the person that can do it. But I think day trading is one of those things that everybody wants to do. And, for a lot of people, it's just not like that. But yeah, GameStop, guys, chat. Let me know what you think about GameStop earnings. Are y'all bullish or bearish? Vote on the poll. We do have the poll going on. Let me see what the poll says. Here, if you want to watch the chat too while I'm gone. What's up, Chris? Steven?
Oh, is today St.
Today is St. Patrick's Day.
You guys doing anything fun later?
No.
What about you
kids.
guys?
We got kids, bro. We got kids, dude. We're not doing nothing, bro. We're watching a movie,
Our kids, right now, Texas is having spring break.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So our kids are home, basically, nothing to do,
Well, no, we've done some. We went out.
Oh, we did stuff. We went to Disney World. I mean, that's about as good as you can get,
Yeah, but like this past week, like our kids have had sleepovers and it's that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So.
All right, so we got our P&L down. We're down $43 on the day. If you guys want to see me, which is really, I'm super happy. This means we're up about almost $500 in the last few weeks, which is great, man. Which is great,
We can make tacos tonight.
I'm not gonna show people what I'm up on the year, but like, huh?
We could do that tonight. I was
Tacos?
trying to think about what we could do tonight.
Yeah.
Let's make tacos.
Here, let me get this out the way real quick because I don't want people to see my account number. But yeah, I'm not up a huge amount on the year, but we're green. No, that's what we're up on the year. But it's still all right. Like, we're green, Like, we're green on the year. You know what I mean? And I'll put it this way. A lot of people on YouTube are not. A lot of people on YouTube are paper trading, or they're just cherry picking their winners and showing people their winners, and they're not showing people their losses. But we're green, and that's about as good as you can get. My tax guy is going to be like, what the F, bro? What are you doing?
You're supposed to use this to lose money.
Right. He's going to be like, bro, you got into all these trades to make that, is what he's going to say. And so, we did. It'll be all right.
I think it makes sense when like watching it, and it seems
Right, you see what I'm doing.
and it seems less risky. Like there's
Scalping, you're holding positions
Yeah,
for less
like
amount of
it's-
time. You're not getting stuck in big drops because you're taking positions quickly.
yeah.
But eventually you will get some big drops and you'll get some slam downs and it'll beat you up. But if you can limit those, you're doing okay. You know what I mean? And I'm just trading very small right now because I'm losing. And my system is if we're losing, we limit. We limit our losses.
Oh yeah, I know St. Patty's Day parade in BR is pretty big.
Yeah,
on Perkins.
Yeah, we talked about it this morning on stream.
Yeah, what's the parade that everyone goes to?
The St. Patrick's Day
Well, no,
parade.
I guess is it the one on Perkins?
Yes, that's the only one that I know of
They have
in
other
Baton
ones.
Ridge. I was talking about this morning. You wake up really early, you get ish-faced drunk super early, and by the time the afternoon, you're just like, I'm going to bed, bro. Yeah, PIK got dumb. All right, but hey, we are down less than $40 on the day, which honestly, I'm pumped about. I'm probably the most excited you'll see me for losing money on the day over anybody else. But we're kind of chipping away at it, though. We really are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, post pictures. I'm sure we'll see all of the pictures on our friends' Facebook
Yeah.
that come through. There's some Baton Rouge.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, man. We got a lot of family in Baton Rouge. Should I short the market right now in my Combine account? I kind of want to. I'm going to try to. I think the market's up a little bit too much right now. So I'm going to short it. Yep. We're going to short it. I don't think I can lose over $500, so we're just going to keep it with 2 contracts here. But that's a longer term position. A little bit slow of a day here. There's not really many people here, and that's all right. I mean, honestly, we're still so early relative to... Whoa, yeah, PIK is flying. We're so early relative to the earnings call. The earnings call is not for an hour and 20 minutes. So GameStop ripping up, though. It is popping up.
I almost wonder like how, because everything is downloadable. So I guess I'm still kind of wondering how games, like you could basically order anything online. You could download anything.
Yep.
So
thus is the conversation we had this morning. I know we're gonna have a lot of games. I know we're gonna have a lot of GameStop bulls here, so I don't really want to talk smack about it. But like, GameStop's got an upward battle. I'll put it that way. But they've got a shot. But it's an upward battle for sure. GameStop. With that said, though, GameStop just popped up in a lot of the stock market. One thing, if you ever see the movie Limitless, one of the things they say in Limitless that is 100% accurate is that the stock market is not about the health of companies. The stock market is about mass psychology and people's perception of that health, right? So it's like, regardless of what the company is or how it's doing, if everybody thinks it's strong or thinks it's good, or if you got a lot of people that own the stock that think it's good, that's all you need sometimes,
Since we're a little bit early, am I good to throw out ideas on like potential news articles and stuff like that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Cool.
Yeah, we can talk business. We can talk whatever. I mean, we're just kind of chilling right now.
That's what I figured. I just didn't know for sure.
Yeah, so we might be starting a Forex stream too, guys. Let me know what you guys would like about that. That's an idea too.
Another thing too was kind of like we talked about the opposing views idea of it all, of
getting kind of the debate.
Yeah, something more middle of the day, evening related, right? If we're gonna have people like Pawn coming on to kind of take over either my role or your role, I talk with Pawn or you talk with him or whatever, that's gonna happen.
Right.
We could have something like that come on later on and be like, instead of live trading at 4:00, what do you think is going to be happening? Because there's so many people out there that are just watching video games, for instance, without anything going on. I see that all the time in all of these creators' chats.
Real quick, sorry, Carol. Look, you see these big drops that we just got? We just got a big drop, and now I'm down. But we got to try to bounce back. This level's our risk. We break under 433.50. We got to cut it immediately. But these are the big drops you have to worry about. If you can limit these losses, you're okay. But like, it's kind of 2 steps forward, 1 step back type of thing. Yeah, we're gonna cut it. So it's like we were down 100, we made money. Now we're down 57. So we're like small loss, but we're kind of chipping away at it, as time goes on. Anyway, sorry, go ahead, Bobby.
No, it's all good, bro. Like I said, cut me off anytime. That stuff's
So,
way
did you
more
guys see the
important.
baseball game? No, I'm just messing with you. No, you're good.
That's John.
Actually, that's good. Good. We know. Glad you'd like to see that.
Yeah.
It feels strange watching it this time. Yeah, like I said, we're gonna be trying to do that. It's actually what we're talking about right now. We're just talking about potentially having people come on to kind of talk stocks the next day, and have, for instance, AMC Bulls and AMC Bears come on and kind of go back and forth about it. Maybe get some experts from the industry to talk back and forth where they see it going.
Right. We do have Pawn starting Monday too, and Monday's going to be a good stream. We've got some surprises coming up Monday that should be really fun.
We
should be
posted
really-
about it this weekend too.
Yeah, we'll update you guys on it, but it should be a really fun time.
Have you told Carol yet?
No, not yet. I told her about the potential.
Make sure you
Partnership.
make sure you get the one title approved first.
Yeah, no, I've actually been bringing that up outside of any type of like.
I
bet.
remember I remember you saying that back at the hotel and all.
Yeah, like I like nachos, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he does. More than most people.
Yeah, dude, I'm like a chili cheese guy. So like chili cheese nachos, chili cheese hot
We are
dogs.
streaming the GME earnings bucket
Yeah.
or bucks.
Yeah. Yeah, the earnings are going to drop in about 20 minutes, I'm assuming. And then the earnings call will be at 5 p.m. Eastern. We are into a position here on the Q. We're in 40 shares of the Q.
Oh, hey, Emmanuel.
Do you use kind of astrology when you trade technical analysis? Well, obviously.
Yeah, if the moon's out big, I go big,
Yeah, obviously that means stocks are going to go to the moon. When the moon's in full and close to the earth, that's pulling the stocks up, right? With the moon's gravity, right?
Right. Honestly, you hear about some traders that base their like oil predictions off of astrology and stuff like that. See, another loss. So we lost $10 there. So now is the time where we're not getting any reliability. We're down $65 on the day, so we kind of gave some of our L's back. And so we got like 8 minutes until the market closes. I'm probably just gonna hang it up. 10 minutes before the market ends, there's just a lot of volatility. So we're just gonna stop trading and just take our wins that we've gotten. We made about $35-40 back, and take a small loss. In the last day, we are only down. What did we lost? $80 yesterday. Today we're down. We're down about 70. So we're last 2 days we're down $150, which makes us about $50 net on the week. And so even though we've had 3 red days in a row, I think we have, we're still profitable this week because we had a really good day Monday. Yeah, we've had 3 red days in a row. Really good day Monday though. And overall, so far, so good. Win-loss days, we're winning at about 63% of days, which is certainly sufficient. Certainly good enough, I would say.
Can't win them all.
Yeah, you really can't. And it's part of it. It's part of the game, Got about 6 minutes until the market closes. Hey, what's up, Emmanuel?
So we already did the stocks of the day. We're doing that. One of the things I was going to talk about was kind of inflation. The big thing right now is with inflation, the current state of stuff, people's 401ks falling.
Right. Yeah,
that
the
could be
rate
something
hike.
to talk about how, swing trading, stuff like that could be used to potentially counter some of the losses people are seeing in the short term.
Right. Yeah, for sure. And swing trading can be really profitable in these really volatile moments too, in all honesty. All right, so we're catching another Q trade. I told myself I wasn't going to trade anymore. Or no, the SPY, but like I can't help it sometimes. When I see favorable activity, I just kind of really want to trade it. And we basically scaled out of most of it. So we'll see if we can get this back, We're only down about $55 on the day now. So I mean, we're okay,
But it's not an emotional based trading. It's because you actually see something.
Yeah, it's a good
not 'cause you
pattern
wanna
shows
make
up.
it's not 'cause you
Right.
wanna end up.
No, what initially got me here is this big down wick right here. This big down wick and then this wick here. Like what these wicks mean, baby, is like, look, this means buying pressure. So like when the candle, think about it like this, right? When the candle goes all the way down here and then quickly gets pushed up, like it gets pushed up quick, that's what forms this wick, right?
Yeah.
And so what the wick means then is that that's buying pressure coming in. When you get two wicks back to back, it's usually, you know, a little bit better. So you get some buying pressure. So that's how I'm able to kind of predict this little bounce here and jump in quickly with kind of a scalping size and, you know, make a little bit of money real quick right there. So not bad.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, crypto. We were definitely potentially gonna. So John normally starts to stream earlier, like 6 a.m. his time and all, right, something like that. What we were gonna do is, since Forex, that's a good time to start streaming Forex. There's not a lot of real people into stock streams and all of that stuff during that time. He wants to start doing a little bit of Forex, make a little bit of extra money in that sense. Because like we're really trying to grow the channel right now. We're really trying to reach a bunch of new people and start taking beginner trading to that next level.
Right. That's right. And let me know your suggestions for Forex brokers or platforms. I know Top Step has a Forex funded account program. And so that probably is what we're going to start off with. And I think what we're going to start doing probably next week is we're going to start streaming Forex the first few hours, and we'll still talk about stocks if it's relevant. We're definitely going to be watching the SPY and stuff. And then at about like 9 o'clock, 8:30, 9 o'clock market time, then we're going to pivot over to stocks and then cover that for a few hours. And we're also going to keep the stream going a little bit longer. And we're talking to Pawn's here. We're talking to Pawn about, you know, getting him signed up as a IC as well, to where he can kind of keep the stream going longer, to where we kind of extend the stream a few hours, you know, every day. And so that's kind of what the plan is now.
One thing we should definitely do, John, is kind of have just like you kind of been instructing me along the way of things not to say. We should have something that just
like a rule book.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure. I'll actually build that right now.
Independent contractor handbook.
Right. Yeah.
Will GME price tank after hours? You know, this is something John can probably talk more about. It really depends. A lot of it really has to do with, has it been front loaded into? We kind of see it's kind of gone up all day. So that could just be, hey, GME to the moon. But at the same time, it's also, it really depends on the earnings. You know, if they're really, really good, and for some reason GameStop is like, by the way, we're doing some new stuff next year, we're really excited with it all due to everything else and everyone being home, then yeah, it could just as well shoot up. You know, that's why we're doing this over something like FedEx. You know, FedEx has 40 billion market cap. This is a lot smaller, but this just has a lot more sentiment to it. It definitely could have a lot more momentum. I definitely feel personally that it could respond more favorably to earnings and all that.
Yeah.
But if the earnings go bad, then yeah, I definitely feel it'll tank after hours and all that.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. A lot of people are probably going to be front loading onto here. Somebody asked, why not crypto? And crypto is a great option, I think. I don't know how many views crypto gets at the open. Like, we could check and see, but I don't know how many views crypto really gets like that. Like, let me see. You can always check it.
The thing is, like, the thing about crypto is it's a really hot topic.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people, but there's also starting to be a lot of people starting to try and do it. And it's also one of those things that everyone understands stocks, right? You can go up to pretty much anyone and say, when you're buying a stock, what does that mean? Oh, you're buying a part of a company. Oh, why would I do that? Because at the end of the day, when the company goes up, having that equity and, you know, that say in what a company is going to do, or that dividend earnings off of it kind of pays for itself. And then you can sell the stock later, whatever it is, you know?
Right.
With cryptocurrency, it's kind of like, you can say all that, but people are like, well, where's the money come from? It's not like US dollar with a gold standard, which we don't even do that anymore. But
right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, just be ready for that. That'll start Monday next week, guys. So we got some stuff dropping. It'll probably start Monday. Here's the close, and you see the SPY rip it up into the close. So here's the SPY rip it up to 440s. I should have held a piece. Market closes in 1 second. There goes. The market just closed. So we're gonna pull the GameStop up now, or GameStop. We already have the GameStop stock up. So we're gonna put a 1 minute chart for GameStop here, and we'll see how this reacts to the close. But the GameStop earnings are supposed to be dropping pretty soon. They're supposed to be dropping pretty soon. And honestly, my short is not going that hot. Of the SPY, we can add a little piece. Luckily, the micro combine from Top Step is very cheap. Like to reset, it's like $60. All right, so GameStop earnings should be dropping pretty soon here, and
So
you can
that's-
see the boost of views too. We got 70 people here now, so that GameStop earnings should be dropping pretty soon.
That's just it, though, Chris. Yes, your dollar is technically $1, but the value of $1 is less. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I get what. I'm not the best to explain it, but maybe that makes it make a little bit more sense.
All right, so will GameStop have good or bad earnings, guys? Let us know in chat.
You want to take bets?
Bets?
Yeah.
You want to bet me?
Well, not real money.
I'll bet you that GameStop has bad earnings.
Well, that's what I wanted to say.
What are the stakes here, though? What are the stakes? Let's hear it.
Give me some.
GameStop has good earnings. You guys buy our St. Patrick's dinner, and if they have bad earnings, then chat buys your guys dinner.
Yeah, man. And Bobby, listen, you ever in town, bro? If you ever in Houston, man, just holler at me, bro. You got a place to stay. Come chill, you know. We can do a stream where you're actually here, you know.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That would be cool, huh?
That's not fair. John taking the easy bet. I mean,
I know. That's what I was honestly my gut, and I'm not as immersed in this as John is, but my thought would be that I just don't understand.
look, GameStop popping up though. So I mean, hey, listen,
it doesn't. I don't.
it might
to
be the
me,
good
it's-
bet.
Free dinner. Let's go.
Yeah, hey, you know.
I'm crazy.
It's yeah. It's
Yeah.
I don't know.
Bad earnings get real. They moved it up a week because it's bad. I'm not saying they're gonna have bad earnings. I'm saying that I think it's safe to say that GameStop's probably losing money still. But whether they'll be on par with expectations, how about this? I'll bet that they have better than expected expectations or better than expected results relative to their expectations. You know,
It's just,
that's my bet.
to
What
me-
are the stakes though? What do I get in return?
I don't know. I wasn't actually betting anything.
No?
I was just gonna say, take a guess. That I should. That's more appropriate. I mean, y'all can do what y'all want, I guess, but
Yeah.
I don't really. I can't think of anything right now to bet on.
Yeah,
Who does the dishes?
I do the dishes. All right, yeah,
You
that's a
don't.
deal. That's a deal.
Do the dishes.
That's a deal. GameStop has better than expected earnings. You do dishes. GameStop has worse than expected earnings. I do dishes. Shake.
Okay.
Deal. All right, boom.
I just don't understand.
Deal
I
is
mean,
done.
I guess
Locked in.
GameStop has
Locked in.
GameStop has other things that they do, but like to me, it seems like everything is digital.
I know, but here's the
Like,
reality.
You can download.
But it's
you
not
can
about. I know. Just
have Amazon ship it to your house.
Just listen though. It's not about any of those things. It's not about any of those things. This is what it's actually about.
What
Okay.
people think of the
No,
company.
maybe, but it's more so in line with expectations, right? Like, regardless of whether GameStop's doing good or bad as a company, analysts put out expectations of whether they're going to have good numbers or bad numbers, and if it's worse, if the numbers come out and they're worse than the analyst expectations, then generally the stock is going to go down, right? Even if it's losing. But if the stock has a better than expected numbers relative to expectations, so say they expected a $5 loss per share in EPS, a losing loss per share. They can still put in a loss. Say they put in $3 per share in losses. That's still very bullish, and that's going to make the stock run. And so regardless of the overarching health of the company, it's all about where it is on par with expectations. That's what's ultimately going to cause the movement here. Not GameStop's health as a whole. It's just about whether the analysts were correct in terms of like the expectations they set for it, you know? So they can still lose money, but if it's higher than they expected, or if it's less losses than expected, then they can still run. And a big downwick here. We're waiting for these numbers to drop. We've got over 100 people here, and that's the thing you really got to consider. And so, regardless of good, bad, all right. So we're getting some big drops. Numbers just dropped here. So numbers just dropped. Okay. they generated net sales of 2.254 billion for the first quarter compared to 2.12 billion in the fourth quarter. All right, so here's the first set of numbers. We're going to report this through StreamYard right now. So here's the first set of numbers. We're going to keep dropping this as it happens. Guys, hit the subscribe button. We're dropping this as it happens. So the full year overview. Again, we're dropping these live as they happen. They generated net sales of 6 billion for the fiscal year compared to 5.09 billion for the fiscal year in 2020. So yeah, they're dropping. Let's see if they're better or worse than expected here. Raised more than 1.67 billion in capital. Overall, though, I think they're worse than expected, which means that you have to do the dishes, right?
Well, no, I said that it was.
I'm trying to scam Carol over here. It's okay. We gotta wait though. I gotta get the full numbers here. Yeah, it's all right.
But I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. Everything it's in green. So
Well,
it's like,
yeah.
Is that a? I guess. 'Cause it's
Here,
like,
we'll get the little bit more accurate numbers in a second. Just give me a second. We'll get it. We'll get the accurate numbers here. All right, GameStop put in a fourth quarter loss per share of 147.5 million. Adjusted fourth quarter adjusted loss per share of 186 EPS. Fourth quarter sales of 2.25 billion. Fourth quarter loss per share of $1.94. And our swing trade is actually going pretty well on our Top Step Combine here. So our swing trade, we're actually almost green on the day now. We'll take it. Look at that. Market reversing, GameStop dropping. I think the market dropping is probably affecting GameStop's numbers too. Okay, so here's the numbers. Actually, I was correct. Look at this. Look at this. Here, this is the big number you want to see, Carol. I was correct. They did put in better than expected EPS. Look, fourth quarter EPS of $1.94 loss per share, which is down from 119. Down from 119 profit year over year. Sales of 2.25 billion beat the 2.2 billion estimate, so better than expected results here. Here, is that my mom? Here, stop. Here, handle the stream. I'll get it. Yeah, watch out, watch out. It's probably my mom. She didn't call, but yeah, it's my mom.
Hi, Mom.
All right, handle the stream.
okay, I don't know what you want me to do. But...
I'm just sitting here and say hey to everyone.
I know, sit here and hang out, but I'm not. I'm still too. Ooh.
Carol, are you a bear on GME or are you a bull on GME?
I think it would be. So I don't think. I think it'll probably go down. So I guess that's bearish.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's how I'm feeling too. But
yeah.
I don't know. At the same time, like I said, I'm really hoping that the GameStop comes out and says like, we're getting big into the metaverse. We're looking to do something else with it all. Because like they kept saying, someone in here pointed it out. They keep saying, we're going to do something. We're going to do something. But like, they don't say what that something is. And it's the same with Epic Games. It's like Facebook, you just changed up to Meta too. And like everyone's going VR. So it's kind of, how is
kind of
how
the way
is,
it's going? Yeah.
Yeah.
The way
How
games
is
are going?
Yeah. How are they going to keep themselves in it with all of that?
Yeah. That they would have to reach. They would have to kind of branch out into something else to kind of, you know, like doing more instead of just like. I mean, I guess it does. What else does GameStop do? Like, what could you explain that to me? I know that they do games. They
sell games, consoles, storefronts.
Yeah, whatever you need.
And games.
They got
my spot, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all hit the subscribe button, guys. If you haven't already, subscribe. You know, you're stealing my spot.
It's
bro.
more comfy, man. Dude. Just for now. His chair's way comfier than my chair.
You're okay. Here, scoot over.
I'm over.
Oh, there you go.
So what I was asking is, what else does GameStop, just so I could understand, is Cindy gone?
Yes.
Okay. What else does GameStop actually do besides they have the
here,
games?
I got to report their full earnings and make them come down at the bottom here. So just you cover that. I'll do this.
Yeah, they sell the games and consoles and stuff like that. I'm sure that they sell batteries and replacement stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
Gaming,
so what else?
Gaming supplies of all types and origins, excluding like big ticket like Dance Dance Revolution whole sets and all, but consoles. But they don't. The thing John was saying is they don't sell any PC parts. It's really targeted towards like
a huge hole.
Yeah, and the thing though that they really could take an advantage of as GameStop that they missed out on early was being the Steam for consoles, right? Now there's Xbox Marketplace, there's
Yeah. And that's what I
PlayStation
would
Market.
think. Because
Yeah.
it's like you could just download whatever you want. I mean, aside from actual physical stuff, which you could have shipped to you, you know, that it just, you know.
All right, so here's their full numbers on the bottom here. They also came out with this announcement that they're intending to launch an NFT marketplace by the close. So this announcement came out as well. We'll see if that positively affects them. But yeah, that's kind of, oops, sorry. If you want to see their full numbers, their numbers are scrolling across the bottom of the screen here. And they also have the launch of the marketplace. But yeah, overall, just to touch on everything here, fourth quarter EPS of a $1.94 loss per share, down from 119 loss or 119 in profit per share year over year from last year. Sales of 2.25 billion, which beat the 2.2 billion estimate. Fourth quarter adjusted EPS of a 186 loss per share, down from 134 per share profit in the same period last year. Fourth quarter adjusted EBITDA, which is earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization, loss of 126.9 million versus a gain of 50.3 million in the same quarter of last year. So much. So they did have a beat in fourth quarter EPS. And aside from that, they're mostly dropping just because they were worse than last year. You know, they were worse than GameStop. If we look at the broader GameStop chart here, we'll put up like a 4-hour chart, and you can kind of see what GameStop has done over the last few months. You know, had their crazy swing, and they've just kind of been a consistently dropping stock. And so let us know if you're bullish or bearish on these guys.
Do you want to switch so you don't have to keep reaching across?
Yes, that would be nice. That would be lovely. Here. All right. Yeah, and then we got Sean over here, my man Sean in the chat helping us out. Sean says, hey, this might help you understand what they do. I mean, I understand what GameStop does. I've been getting ripped off by GameStop since I was a young pup, if you will. GameStop is the world's largest retailer of video games that operates in around 4,860 stores in the U.S., Europe, New Zealand, Canada, and Australia. First coming to life as Babbage's in 1984, the company went through a series of mergers and acquisitions to itself being acquired by Barnes & Noble in 1999. Now, we're looking at the NFT news. Their sales are lower than 5 years ago. I know, but that's mostly because they're like video game trends have changed as a whole. You know, like I'm a gamer. Like video game trends have certainly changed. Like people don't need to go to GameStop to buy products anymore. They just don't. And like we can twist it and desperately try to justify the fact that people don't need to buy physical copies of video games. I think what Bobby's saying is absolutely correct in that what people still need to buy, like I'll use myself as an example. Thomas, come on now, bro. I'm not even bearish in GameStop. I think GameStop's pretty cheap down here, and I think there's a lot of traders that love GameStop and can help prop this thing up. I'm not even bearish. Just take your emotions out of it. I'm not hating on GameStop, bro. We're talking about the feasibility of GameStop long term, and I think it's an important conversation to have. And it's not something where the problem with GameStop is that you got so many traders that got caught in the hype and are stuck holding this thing from way up here. And so, I mean, it just kind of blinds them and it makes them really emotional to where anybody that has like a conflicting view or an opposing view, they just get really upset with them, right? But it's like the reality of it is GameStop's not bad down here. It's not a huge float stock. And so relative to its float size, there's some arguments to be made that it's cheap right now, but who knows what GameStop is going to do. And it's the real test of GameStop is going to be, can they succeed in a competitive market in terms of like digital downloads? I think if GameStop wants to succeed, they need to transition to a mail order business online, which I think they already have. And I think that's the right move, as well as transition to more so of a digital downloading space. What Bobby said is accurate, which is that they're missing out on computer parts. people still buy computer parts regularly. Console, not so much. I mean, you need games, you need controllers, but once
Chris made one point, which is space is limited, especially in consoles in a day and age where, heck, I have a $4,000 supercomputer that I use for pro gaming, right? So even this thing only has like a terabyte of space, and Call of Duty alone is 180 gigabytes. So, and going and buying a new SSD, installing that in, and doing all that, it's going to be infinitely more of a hassle than it's worth. It's a lot easier on a console. You can literally just slap in the new drive and all that. But at the end of the day, that's kind of the only thing I could see is like you don't have all that extra space.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And that makes sense to me as far as like when you're downloading games, especially like when you purchase them in the marketplace, instead of having an actual hard copy of the disc that just kind of like how they were up until now, where you just put the disc in, you know.
One of the things I think is really important to talk about, though, is the NFT news. The NFT, they announced they intended to launch the NFT marketplace by the close of the second quarter of fiscal year 22. So the second quarter of this year. I think that's great news. I think that's great thinking in terms of like what their path to success is. I think the NFT market can help them stabilize the business and ultimately give them some money to grow and be competitive in their niche. I think what they need is money right now. If they don't have money, they need money. And I think that overall, the NFT marketplace can be a solution to that. Now, again, will they succeed? Who knows? Let us know what you think in chat. I know, but Thomas, man, listen, it's not an arguable thing whether we're speaking of brick and mortar retail stores dying. You know, Amazon has come along and basically destroyed a large majority of retail companies. Now, speculating on the future, you know, of a business model that GameStop has not even completed yet or like really built up yet, there's always risk there. You know why there's risk is because it's not guaranteed. You know, we're not speculating or we're not commenting on profits that are already being made from a current business model that they have. We're literally speculating on the future of a business that is currently operating in an obsolete market, but also we're speculating on a business model that hasn't even begun to be put in place yet, you know? And so with that said, that's the vulnerability of GameStop, you know, and I'm not hating on GameStop. Again, I think it's cheap. I'll put it this way. If you're just going around from stream to stream or from channel to channel, looking for only positive things to be said, you're just trying to convince yourself into whatever, right? You're just trying to pat yourself on the back. That's not what you should want from stock traders. Like, you need to hear both sides. The beauty of the stock market, the endearing part of it, if you will, is that everybody has different opinions. And again, I'm not even saying GameStop looks bad here. I think GameStop might be cheap. I think considering the huge number of traders that are interested in supporting of GameStop, I think that gives it a shot. That gives it a big chance. And I, you know, in the end, if GameStop changed their business model, I'm for it. I hope they win. You know, when GameStop squeezed up, I was for it. You know, I'm anti-big bank. If I got to pick a side, big bank versus retail traders, I'm picking retail traders every single time. But it doesn't mean I can't talk about the flaws of GameStop or that the risks or the vulnerabilities of it. And I think it's important for traders to understand both sides and not just kind of pat themselves on the back and get emotional when anybody says opposing views. And so I hope you understand that. Anyways.
Like, I feel like I'm an average consumer.
Yeah, Carol's an average
like,
consumer.
I'm like, you know, and I tend to buy, like, I still go to the grocery store often, but like, as far as like other things that I need or like that I'm going to get for my kids, I order them. Because it's usually like on the fly. It's just the way of the world now. And Sean said, you know, that they haven't really done much to adopt their business model or to adapt their business model to what the world is now, and just how commerce and how all of this kind of stuff happens in the marketplace. It's different.
100%.
There's no denying it. So
exactly. You know, again, I think it's one of those things where people that got stuck in this are really, really stressed out because they've lost freaking, 80%. And so they just want good things to be said. And in the end, the earnings could have been worse, man. Like, listen, the earnings could have been worse. They're not horrible. They were better than expected. They were worse than last year, but better than expected. And so that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad sign. And, honestly, GameStop's starting to pop back up. It's over $82 a share. It is, I think $75 is going to be a big psychological level. It's the low of pre-market. It's the low of the last few months, I believe. And let's see. Yeah, $75, low of the last few months, right around 75.50. And so that's a really relevant, important level to pay attention to, and it's something that we're watching.
And another thing too, guys, just to point out, the big thing about beginner trading is we're all about protecting new traders here, right? A
Right.
lot of people want to sell sensationalized courses. You're going to get rich quick. Like John says, you got to look at both sides to the stories. If you want to trade, you got to be objective and you got to look for the facts,
Right.
and facts really don't care about feelings at the end of the day. I can quote, what is it, Ben Shapiro or someone like that said something like that, but that's a true quote. And when it comes to the stocks, being mad that it's going into the red isn't going to change it going into the red. Being mad that GameStop's going off this, whether you or not you agree with our objective opinions on this, we're trying to look out just for people in the long run, saying, hey, be careful. This is, as gamers, as computer scientists, this is where we see this going. Look at Radio Shack. As stock traders, this is a trend we've seen in the past. Watch out for it. We're not calling anyone or not calling out anyone nor knocking anyone for if you have a different opinion. If you think GameStop's great and that they're going to go up and this NFT market piece is going to go through the roof. We had this guy Max in here every day telling us CEI is going to go up. And
yeah,
we hope he's right. We hope we're wrong.
Yeah, if he's right, I support him. I'm happy for him, but my big thing is, like Bobby said, I'm trying to protect traders. And I think over the last 2 years, there's been a lot of predatory action by specifically AMC traders and specifically GameStop traders, where they have given traders incredibly unrealistic expectations for some of these companies. AMC has over 500 million shares in the float, right? And less than 20% short float. And so people acting like AMC is just going to squeeze over 1,000 is ridiculous. Same thing with GameStop. GameStop currently 25% short float. The thing that GameStop has going for it is it's got a pretty small float relative to a lot of these other ones. And so it has some potential.
Yeah, it has potential to move like that. It doesn't need all that news. And honestly, Thomas did say one good thing though. Or not just one good thing. My apologies for that. I didn't word that right.
No, good.
He did say one important thing right here at the end, that there is a lot of hype going on for something that's supposed to be dead, if that makes sense, right? So why would if something's really not having anything going on, you don't hear about it. It just slowly fizzles away. But why are they, self-reported short float? So I don't, I'm a noob trader, so I don't even. John, can you give more context into how that could?
Sorry, I was typing up something. So the float, yeah. So the float is important.
Well, it was self-reported.
Right, but regardless of self-reported or not, you can search around and get an accurate number relative to, a lot of different platforms. A lot of different platforms have APIs and data that you can pull, and you can get a good idea of what the short is, right? Like in the end, it's not going to be crazy off what it was. Now, sure, a lot of traders throw synthetic shares and naked shorts out there because, frankly, what I was typing up is like, how do you feel, Thomas, about traders and specifically YouTubers that told other people that GameStop was a buy at 200 or at 300 back here, back in November, December, September of last year? How do you feel about traders and YouTubers that specifically told people that it was strong there and that it was bullish there? Are you going to hold those same criticisms towards them? Or are you going to excuse them and blame it on manipulation or synthetic shares and naked shorts? Like a genuine question, honest question. Are you going to excuse that? Or are you just going to, get mad at the people that are trying to be honest about the fundamentals of it? Yeah, but at the same time, the self-reported short float, the trust me bro can be on both sides. Like, how many times have people said, hey, synthetic shares, naked shorts, this thing's going to squeeze to 1,000, trust me bro? You know what I mean? How many times has that happened? It's a lot. Yeah, I mean, I tend to agree with you, Thomas. And one of my big things here on this channel is I never tell anybody where to buy or sell. I always preface everything with I have no idea what anything is going to do. No idea what anything's going to do. I could always be wrong. I talk about strategies
right here.
yeah, exactly, dude. I don't know what's going to happen. GameStop might rip up. GameStop might crash down. I have no idea. But it's also one of those things where you get a lot of people that got stuck following these YouTubers and all these gurus out there. And like what happened is like instead of getting mad at the person that gave them unrealistic expectations, say somebody bought GameStop at 300, right? And GameStop's now down, what, like 70% from that?
Mhm.
Say somebody bought GameStop at 300 and a trader lost 70% of their, account from buying GameStop because there were some YouTubers that were promoting it and saying it was so great and saying it was a buy and all that stuff. And so then when it drops down to 70 or it drops 70%, instead of getting mad at the person that gave them unrealistic expectations towards a specific stock, they get mad at the person that tries to be honest with them about the specific stock. And I think that that's a mindset that people need to snap out of and realize, look, don't shoot the messenger. Get mad at the person giving you unrealistic expectations, not mad at the messenger saying, hey, look, like these numbers aren't really favorable for what y'all are looking for, but it's all good. Trust me, brah. Yeah.
Are commodities now meme commodities? It's funny how good of a question that is, actually, because I mean, we saw it with GME at a certain point with enough hype and enough anything. Yeah, anything could mean, look at Dogecoin. It literally was started. The owner of Dogecoin was like, yeah, I started as a joke in like a couple hours, and then look where it went to. Like, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. Doge went crazy. It's all about like public's perception. That's all it's about. My mom was asking me about Dogecoin.
Yeah. Well, no. So Jack had a sleepover with his friend, not last night, but the night before, and we went out and we ate and we went and got ice cream, and like Jack's little friend, it's like, yeah, Doge, like, because it's, I guess, on Minecraft and a few of these other things. Like, even like 8-year-olds know about Doge, and like we explained to them that it was actually
Doge is a dog in Minecraft.
Cryptocurrency. Yeah, that it was. So anyways.
Yeah. And my mom messaged me asking about Doge. My mom, and I'm very happy to have saved her. Like, my mom messaged me and said, hey, John, I've been hearing a lot about Dogecoin. And this is when Dogecoin was at like 70 cents. It was like 70 cents per coin. And my mom messaged me and she said, hey, John, I know you know a lot about this stuff. Should I buy some Dogecoin here? I really want to buy some. And I told my mom, no, do not buy Dogecoin at 70 cents. I said, it's really, really extended. It's probably not going to hold these levels. And, it's just very volatile. You'll probably lose. And sure enough, I don't know how long this is, like 10 months later, Dogecoin is at what, like 11, 12 cents a coin. So it's literally lost, 60, 70% of its value. So, it is what it is. But in the end, my point is, respect both sides in both opinions. It's not FUD. It's not, we're not hating on anything. We're just speculating on the future outlook of a company, and that should be an understandable thing, and it should be welcomed.
And I do appreciate, what Thomas is doing. He's not really being disrespectful. He's holding his opinion on his own, and we do respect that. 'Cause that's the thing. You got to be able to look objectively at stuff. You got to be able to say, and what he's saying too is a very good point. A lot of times, people are going to tell you it's not the right play, it's not this, but you might know something they don't. You might be able to trust your gut feeling based off previous plays. You might be right, you might be wrong, but I guess what I'm trying to say, long story short, is just like when everyone told John, hey, the market's going to go down, he profited big.
Right.
You very well could be right. And taking that gamble, like John will say as a, poker player, sometimes when you're taking, you're doing something 3 times, but it's 10-1 odds. Yeah, you lost 2 of those, but you won so much on that third one that it works. Yeah, and I'm not even trying to say this is exactly that at all, but like you said, saying, well, why would mainstream media, something that has a million other things to look at, keep saying, hey, please don't buy this, please don't look here,
Right. Yeah, it's one of those things that in the end, guys, people got to understand that you have to go your own path. You have to go your own path in the stock market. Like you said, the other day after the whole Russia crash of the market, when the overseas conflict news crashed and, everybody was doom and gloom, I did a poll and literally 90% of people out of like 300 or 400 people, I said, are you bearish on this market? Are you bullish or bearish on this market after this latest dip? And everybody said bearish. Like literally 80-90% said bearish. And this was right when the news that Russia invaded Ukraine dropped, right? And I told everybody on the stream, I'm buying this dip. Like, I'm buying this dip. This dip seems cheap. It's been dropping for the last few weeks. It's been baked into the market already. And I think we're going to rebound. And everybody said I was crazy. People said, hey, bro, nobody thinks the market's going to bounce besides you. And I bought the dip and it ripped up that day. The market flew up. And again, to put it into perspective, the reason it did that is because the move was already baked into the market. And you have to look at it like, I'm a poker player. And so if you want to be a good trader, seriously, you want to be a good trader, you have to look at it like this. Okay. In poker, sometimes it's worth calling it with 2-7 offsuit. 2-7 offsuit, one of the worst hands in poker. But if you have good enough pot odds, like you have a big enough reward relative to the risk you're taking, you still should call in that instance. If you get 10-1 pot odds, you should call even with 2-7 offsuit. And so even when big dips like that, when everybody's bearish and everybody's skeptical, the potential reward is so big there that you should still be doing it. And like that's what we did. The reward potential was big, and
that's not to say go with it every single time, YOLO to the moon, just because someone tells you no, that's an instant yes, but
right, 100%. Wait, who typed that? Did you type that?
What? Yeah.
How? Oh wait, how? Hey, baby.
I'm a master hacker.
No, how did you? How?
From StreamYard, it comes up.
Oh yeah, you're in StreamYard. Okay, got you. I was like, wait, how did he get in there? Okay, that makes sense. Sorry. Yeah. Thomas says this type of thing, if it plays, is a play of a lifetime. Even if I lose everything, it's worth a shot. Yeah, and I feel you, Thomas, and that's what I'm saying. Do you, bro? It's like 10-1 pot odds. Like you're gonna lose most of the time, but when you win, you're gonna win so big that it's not gonna matter. It's gonna be what poker players call a plus EV long-term play. Like you're going to make money long-term, even if you lose 80% of the time. And so do your thing, bro. I'm not mad at you, bro. Quote Tupac, I ain't mad at you, all right, but is anybody really here for the justice? We're all going to gain income and become rich. If you're not here for that reason, then you should have zero invested to just support the movement. Right, but the movement is over with. Like the hedge funds are out. It's one of those things where the hedge funds have already gotten out. Like hedge funds aren't going to hold for a few years with this type of move, right? But maybe I'm wrong, and you guys might be able to talk me into being wrong there. I don't know.
Weird guy riding a unicycle on the subway. Let's go. I love the subway, especially in New York. It's so crazy. But hey, guys, if you're having fun here, if you're liking the talks and all of that, and you're new, make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps us. You guys can get notified of every time we go live. We trade live in the morning every day, 9:30. Well, you're live at like 6:30 at the opening bell. Trade till the opening bell, and afterwards on a live account too. No paper trading.
Right. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we're trading a $30,000 account, and we got about 120K in buying power here. GameStop popped up too, guys. Look at GameStop. Popped up to 82. So, hey, listen, if GameStop breaks over this 86.80 level, it could run. It could move, and we'll see. Like, it can really run here, and we'll see what happens. What's up? I mean, look at institutional investment in AMC. Yeah, for sure. Also, guys, what I was going to say. Man, I forgot what I was going to say. Anyways, I got to start researching Forex market, When's the most volatile part of the day in Forex, guys? Bobby's here. Bobby's right next to me. Hey, thank you, Paul, my man. Thank you, brother. Yeah, y'all hit that sub button, guys. I found it on Benzinga, and you can check out Benzinga. They give you here, hold on, let me save this. Benzinga, where'd it go? Damn, dude. Sometimes I'll lose there it is. All right. Yeah, Benzinga is super dope. You can try them out completely free for 2 weeks without even needing a credit card number. So you can try them out, see if they're dope, which they are. And then if you like them, then you can try them out. You don't even need a credit card to try them for a few weeks. So it's honestly a really dope thing, and you can check it out here. Super useful.
Hey John, where did you see that info about the NFT marketplace?
Benzinga, but I'll put up an article on it. Here's the GameStop NFT website here. So let's take a look at it. Here's the NFT GameStop website. Change the game. I like that. Look at that. That's cool. I don't know if you've seen the site, but as a programmer, Bobby, you know, you
Mhm.
probably like it just like me. Here, look at this. That's cool.
Oh yeah, the animation and all that.
Yeah, that's dope. Power to the
Mhm.
players, power to the creators, power to the collectors. That's dope. Okay, so that's all they got right now. I like the design though. That's all they have. So it's just kind of like a press space tap to start. Oh, what? Look at the game here. You can literally play the game on the GameStop page.
Oh my god, I'm gonna program this, but instead of those are gonna be like, I don't know, news stories, and you're gonna be like a bull, and then it's just like as you jump, it's gonna be like stock tickers.
Yeah. Dude, I'm killing it. Look at me,
It's
man.
gonna go on for forever.
No, it's getting faster. Look.
John's ADD is full teed right now.
Yeah, dude, I'm about to
He's
win.
locked.
Ah, man, I lost.
I
Ah.
distracted him.
Yeah, look, I'll post this site. If anybody wants to check out the NFT site, here it is. There's not really much money. There's not really much stuff on here, but it's pretty cool. I kind of like the site. There's not really anything on it, but it's pretty cool. If you want the site, here's the GameStop NFT site. nft.gamestop.com. Yeah. Yeah, well, this is Benzinga is the source. So we found out through Benzinga. So Benzinga.
Here, I'll be right back.
All right. All right. There's also an article that says a whale with a lot of money to spend has taken a noticeable bullish stance on GameStop. Looking at options history, we detected 33 strange trades. If we consider the specifics of each trade, it is accurate to state that 51% of the investors opened trades with bullish expectations and 48% with bearish. From the overall spotted trade, 29 are puts, total of about a little bit under 2 million, and 4 calls for a total amount of 147,000. Price target range from 60 to 650 for GameStop over the last 3 months. In terms of liquidity, we got some other numbers here that I'm pulling straight from Benzinga, and I'll throw you these numbers out so you can kind of see what I'm looking at here in terms of like GameStop activity. Again, this is pulled directly from Benzinga, and you can find the Benzinga link in the description to try them out for free without even needing a credit card number. But let me see where that link was. Here it is. So check it out. You can kind of see the call option activity, the put activity here. The biggest option spotted, so you can see where the whales are going. And so, yeah, super interesting. It's not really an article. It's a post on the Benzinga source. So it's not really an article per se. It's more of just like a post. I can share this if you want, though. Let me see. Pop out story. Yeah, here's the article. It's pretty dope. That's pretty cool. There's no link though, so I can tweet it. There we go. All right, I just tweeted it. Movies aren't going anywhere. Yeah. All right, so and y'all go follow me on Twitter at Beginner Trades. Easiest way. If you want to see the article I just posted, just at Beginner Trades is my Twitter handle. I'll post it here if you guys want to check it out. It's twitter.com/Beginner Trades. And seriously, go give me a follow if you want to see the Twitter post. There's the link. Give me a follow. Certainly appreciate it. I guess right now, I'm a bull. But I'm a short-term scalper. I trade with a $30,000 account, so like I guess I'm a bull, but I could swing both ways. You know me. You know. What's up, Larry? All right, so the full earnings call is going to be starting pretty soon. All right, guys. So GameStop up over the last few minutes. We'll see if it continues. Also, guys, go check out our website. Seriously, go check out our website. You can join. If it's your first time here, we day trade a $30,000 account, and we swing trade, and we invest, and we trade futures. We're starting to trade Forex. We do it all live with big and small accounts. I trade a big account. Bobby trades a small account. And if you want to watch us, we do it live every single weekday morning for free right here on YouTube. So if you have not already, don't forget to subscribe. You know, we do this live for free. My main goal is to protect new traders. And so my main job is to protect new traders. And so I don't sell anything. I don't sell a course or a service or anything like that. You can join our website and become a member. Becoming a member is completely free. You can sign up for our email newsletter, get watch lists sent to you every day, and stream links. You can check out the stream. It's every weekday morning. And yeah, here's the website. Check it out. Also, at other movers right now, you can see PIK. Look at PIK here. PIK, man, where's JB at? Because look at this cup and handle pattern that formed later on. That's an interesting one for tomorrow as well. And so yeah, we ended up making some money on our short of the SPY that we got in right at the market close. I just thought it was a little bit extended, and so we were able to kind of short that and capitalize on that too. And yeah, let me know if you're red or green so far today. Hey, you as well, Steven. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. ALGGALLG. Crazy range for ALOG. I don't love you, JB. It's not, like I said, it's not. I don't ever swing trade penny stocks. I don't ever hold penny stocks that long term. And so again, I'll put it this way, JB. I think a lot of traders' flaw is that they try to paint with too broad of a brush. You know, they try to take too many skills and they try to trade too many different types of methods. I do not long-term trade any type of penny stock. And so regardless of this crazy rip up, you know, from PIK, but the point is PIK might have ripped up big today. But just because PIK ripped up, and even if you were correct about it, JB, does not mean that you would be correct long-term about these. In fact, most of these penny stocks will fail. And most of these penny stocks will fail. And so I think when this happens, it clouds a lot of people's judgment. You know, they see one good move like this, they see PIK and it makes this big rip up, and they start thinking that they're just going to call all these penny stocks. And the reality of it is most of these penny stocks are going to fail. And so it's one of those things that really misleads traders into thinking that trading is easier than it is, because most penny stocks are just not going to sustain. Most of these stocks just like this will fail. Although this one specifically went crazy. All right, we got 15 minutes until the earnings call starts. Let me know if you're red or green and GameStop. Red or green on the day. We are down small, about $57, which honestly I'm super pumped about being down 57 bucks. Don't forget to do the dishes, Carol. You lost your bet.
What?
You lost your bet, bro.
I bet that it was going to go down. That it was going to.
No, you bet
than what...
worse than expected numbers. Right, correct.
Okay.
And GameStop had better than expected numbers.
Okay.
So you owe me dishes. That's right. Yeah. Hey, well, green is good, John. So congrats, bro. All right, so let's see what we get.
Tiny, I feel you on that. Honestly, I'm just starting to be consistently green in both real trades and paper trades. And what I felt really helped was identifying the critical levels, like what John was saying. Stop trying to. Oh, thanks so much. What I kept trying to do was chart support levels and like exactly get that support level and try and touch all the points across. But I'm like, that doesn't make sense because machines don't care about that. And that's not really the edges of the range. And so what would happen is I would think, okay, this resistance line is at $6.55 or 50 better yet, $6.53, right? So it's been teetering on here. I'm gonna get in here and wait for the next leg. When in reality, it wasn't there. It was at like 6.50. And so now, even though it's only like 3 cents, though, I'm still in that red. I'm still feeling that pressure. And instead of being up 3 cents when it's at that rise, right? John was saying those 50 cents, those 75 cents. Heck, a lot of times my plays now, the reason I'm getting onto my cash account is like I'll ride that 50 to that 55 cent and then sell off half and then see what happens and either sell out there or sell all the way out at like the 60 cent level. I'm not waiting to see for that whole slope. I already, with those psychological levels, I'm able to kind of already know real quick, either get in, get out. I know as long as I'm following my plan, I'll be long-term profitable, like John was saying, and I don't have to worry about the emotions, the technicals of it all. And I can really just boom, 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 look at this stock, look at that stock, find the levels and just go.
Right. Exactly. All right. Sorry, I've exited out of some stuff. I need to go get some memory for my computer. It needs a solid boost of memory. All right, we got 14 minutes until the earnings call starts.
Another thing to do, and I don't mean to keep talking only to Tiny, but I really feel I can attest to that because I was right there and I'm just starting to get out of it, is finding that right level. Really just is a matter of honestly finding the right dip for me. I like to trade upwards momentum where John likes to trade the downwards momentum.
Right.
And thanks, Toner. John and I put a lot of hard work making it come out the way it is.
That's right. Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
but yeah, I like.
Go ahead.
I like to find the levels where it's dropped down, but not so low where it's like it's not past previous close. It's still up past the previous close. It's still up above VWAP, but it might have dropped down a little bit to where it's enough that like you might as well it's enough to take that educated risk on it and say there's a more likely not chance it's going to keep going back to that, especially if it's off good earnings, especially if it's off some news or something like that. It's just finding that key level. We'll be sure to really, long story short, call that out more, or at least I'll be sure to call that out more in the morning, especially for the people who are kind of new to the trading.
Right. Yeah, and I do want to give a quick little plug to the VWAP course that we dropped yesterday. So we did drop a VWAP class yesterday. It's more of an advanced VWAP course, super useful, and it's got some really advanced concepts that a lot of people don't go over. And again, this is coming from somebody that has traded the VWAP for over 5 years now. I know what I'm doing when it comes to VWAP trading, and we talked about some pretty advanced concepts that can be very profitable in this class. And so go watch this video, give it a like if you haven't already, yeah, let me know what you think. Got more classes coming too.
DS, yeah, it did go out. We got a lot of opens. We actually got really good engagement with it.
Oh, what, the website?
The first watch list that was sent out. Did you not get it, DS?
Yeah. Let me see. Let me log into MailChimp.
Check your spam, DS. Check your spam.
Yeah, I'm gonna look to make sure everybody got it. I think everybody did, though. Let me be sure.
I'm looking at it right now. It was sent out. I can view the report on it. Yes, successful deliveries 96.2%. So that means someone didn't get it. And I'm guessing one of those people is DS.
Yeah, sounds like it. Yeah, we even got a few people signing up just now, so we're getting some pretty.
You
good
would
sign-ups.
have gotten a DS. You would have gotten an email too. So if you didn't get any emails today or your spam, it might be the case that you entered your email wrong. Like I said, we kind of just slapped the membership system in.
Yeah.
I'm working right now to really refine it. I wanted to just get it out and get it launched out and get everything going. So
Right.
no, it should still. I don't know. Maybe try it. I'll look into your account though for sure.
All right, guys, we got about 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Yeah. All right, I know. Hold on. Give like 10 minutes.
What is the website? I'll put it in chat right now. You signed up and got the email? Good.
Nice.
Appreciate it. Yeah, and we're going to be customizing it too, guys. I'm one of my biggest pet peeves is getting a million emails a day. That is not our intention. We are not just trying to, sell you guys a bunch of stuff on there. We want to keep it fair for people who, like Tiny, for instance, want to be part of a little bit more in the community where we're going to be doing live trading sessions where we bring other people like me that are just starting out to, trade live stuff like that. People like Tiny who are a little bit more advanced that just want some of that coaching to start getting consistently profitable, be able to scale up like that. And we felt the best way to do it is get on the emailing list so we can send you to sign up, all that kind of fun stuff.
That's right. Yeah, we've got a pretty decent amount of little email lists built so far, so not bad, Pretty good engagement too with it, so about 44% opens. That's pretty solid.
What is the email? We'll be normally doing morning watch list.
Yep.
It'll be notifications on special articles we do.
Yep. Yeah, well, it'll be morning watch list. Yeah, it'll be morning watch list, stream links. We'll talk about kind of the prices of commodities, stock prices. We'll basically give like a quick paragraph long rundown on what's going on in the market at that point in time. So the email list, you sign up by becoming a member on our website, Joe. And so if you want the email list, it's beginnertrading.net. Just become a member and you'll get the email list, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, and that's what it does, Toner. So it gives you a quick little morning watch list sent to your email. Super useful. All right, guys,
I just posted in the Discord too, so.
Nice.
How about the live thing you mentioned? We'll be doing that soon. We have a lot of really cool stuff we're trying to get together. So the big thing is we're trying to focus on growth right now.
Oh, wait,
and so
I
anything.
think Carol walked away with my headphones, so I can't hear anything, and it might not be coming on stream either. Carol.
We can hear you loud.
All right, guys, I'm gonna mute it. I can't tell if y'all can hear me or not. Hold on. Carol, you walked away with the headphones, baby. Like you can't walk away because nobody can hear anything if you do.
Oh, sorry.
All right. All right, she's back.
Sorry about that.
We could hear you the whole time.
Yeah. All right. Oh, what is that? Ooh, give me some of that. I want some of that. I feel like every couple's the same. Like one of us busts out some food. I'm gonna eat.
Yeah.
Give me that.
Oh yeah.
Actually, here, look, I'm giving you one.
Oh, dude, why do you have to do it? Why can't I do it?
Because I don't want you to take all my icing.
All right, guys.
Sorry, man, go ahead. Oh, no.
All right, the earnings call starts at 5, and so we got about 6 minutes. These are good. You got like 6 of them. You can give me like 2.
We plan to send out the morning watch list about 8:30, just so we give it appropriate time to develop and get the news. We don't want to call out anything a little too early or anything like that. But we are live trading earlier than that. So if you really want the earliest possible watch list, Make sure you're checking out Twitter. Make sure you're just subscribed on YouTube. Hit that bell because John posts a lot of that in the title. That's where you're going to get some of the earliest stuff. But to get the complete launch list of where we feel with a little bit of my own research for today and all that,
Yeah.
perfect.
Eric says, "Bruh, you're unlike other channels by giving it all free. You're trying to follow the same models as others. Do what you're good at, and leave the scanners and watch lists for Benzinga." I mean, while I understand that, if it was that much trouble, we would, but it's not. It's this is all automated. The good thing
So
about
Eric,
Bobby
so
is that he
what we're
automates
trying,
things.
what we're trying to do is we're not trying to be your number one news source, your number one scanner stuff. It's more just little perks and a unique value proposition, some little edges to becoming a member and taking a bigger part in the community, and to be fair, like I said, it's literally still in YouTube. It's still posted to Twitter. You getting the watch list is just if you're not going to be in stream and you still want to do it,
Right. Exactly.
But the unique stuff we are going to be doing, the whole reason we have this membership is, like I said, the stuff everyone else isn't doing. Live coaching our traders for free, doing all of that for free, taking these courses and going super in-depth for free.
Right. Exactly. We're just trying to be a free resource in community, and where everybody else is charging, we're just trying to give everything away for free, and so that's all we're really doing here. And I hope you guys appreciate it. Like I could vary with the following I have. I could certainly sell stuff if I wanted to, but like I don't need to, because I just, in order to morally justify having this community, I just want to give everything away for free, And so I hope you guys understand. Yeah.
You've talked, well, John's talked to me about it before, and I think that was kind of like, it just kind of felt right to do it that way for John,
Yeah, just give everything away for free, that way, you can sleep good at night, but you can also give people value. It's all about value. And I think more people over time are going to start doing the same thing, where they're just giving away everything for free. And, I think the way of the guru, where they charge and they act like an expert and they flex Lamborghinis and mansions at people and they try to sell them some course on publicly available content and all that stuff, I think that's going out the door. I don't think people are going to do that anymore. I think more people are going to start gravitating towards free content and free resources, because there's just going to be so much competition, that people aren't going to need to pay some freaking, guru trying to slang courses to people. You don't need to buy it. Most content you can find is publicly available for free. Most content you can find out there already, unless it's like my advanced VWAP course. You can't really find that anywhere, I don't think. But still, it's free too. So my point is, don't get stuck. Like, gurus are going to try to appease to your emotions. And so what are they going to do? They're going to try to act like they've got some secret that nobody else knows about. They don't. Newsflash. They don't. They're just trying to get you to buy something. And so you can get it for free here. I hope you guys appreciate that.
Joe says the VWAP video is great. Hope you get 1 million followers. Hey, thanks, Joe. We appreciate it. And honestly, guys, the best thing you guys can do too is to just share it yourself. Share the videos yourself on social media. Retweet that stuff. You can share a link to the YouTube videos on Facebook, Instagram, every single other platform. It helps us immensely. And it doesn't just help us, guys. All this information is free. It helps your families, your friends, and everyone. I'm only 24, but I never got instructed on stock trading, cryptocurrency, anything going through high school, going through college, even in computer science and math. It wasn't really talked about. It wasn't until, I started getting into my senior year of college that people, big C word hit and everything started happening, that I was like, stocks, I do need something that could kind of be supported from working from home. If I'm going to be doing tech coding stuff, then and it could go at any minute, then I do need something else. And it wasn't just me. It was my stepbrother, who's a lifeguard, who was like, man, like, there's no one at the beach. They're not keeping us on. It was my little brother, who was an artist. It was my dad, who was a pilot. It was all my friends and family. We all got involved in it. And honestly, now it helps,
It's I kind of have the opposite story, but a very similar thing. Like, I had this YouTube thing going on and the stock trading thing, and who knows how long that would last. And so I taught myself code, kind of the opposite of what you did. You know, so maybe you're meant to work here, Bobby, because that's the opposite of what I did. I was like, hey, I'm making all this money from YouTube and from stocks. I don't know if it's going to last forever. Let me teach myself coding and programming. And so I taught myself JavaScript and, you know, HTML and CSS and React
Coding's not
Native.
going anywhere, though. That's for sure.
Exactly. And that was my logic at the time. All right, so it's 4, guys. I'm going to pause the music and we're going to get this thing going. Okay, they're still playing classical music, so nothing yet. Hopefully they don't push it back to like 5:15. You know. 1 minute remaining. Yeah, we'll see. Hey, thank you, Howard. Howard says that's the one reason there is a red S next to my name. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, bro. Yeah. Hey, thank you, Kyle. I appreciate you too, man. And yeah, like I said, if I could help traders, like for a long time, I struggled with it. I struggled with the moral implications of running a community about day trading and stocks. But like once I started to really be profitable, and then I started to take what I was learning and give it away for free, it actually made me feel good, and I feel like I'm doing the correct thing, like the right thing, where I could be pretending to make millions of dollars and to slang some course, or I could just give everything away for free and tell people I'm not an expert. And I feel like that's the right thing to do.
This conference call
All right, so here's the GameStop call, guys. Let me know if y'all can hear it.
On GameStop's investor relations website. This call will include forward-looking
We are
statements
live.
which are subject to various risks and uncertainties that could cause actual results to differ materially from expectations. Any such statement should be considered in conjunction with the cautionary statements and the safe harbor statement in the earnings release and risk factors discussed in the reports filed with the SEC.
Everybody thank Carol.
GameStop assumes no obligation to update any of these forward-looking statements or information. A reconciliation and other information regarding non-GAAP financial measures discussed on the call can be found in the company's earnings release issued earlier today, as well as on the investors section of the GameStop website. Please note that the company will not be hosting a question and answer session as part of today's call. Now, I would like to turn the call over to the company's Chief Executive Officer, Matt Furlong.
Thank you. I want to begin by thanking all of our team members for their dedication and hard work over the past fiscal year. It was an important period of foundation building, significant investment, and cultural change at GameStop. While we are still in the early stages of our transformation, we believe the steps taken over the last several months will be key value drivers for quarters and years down the road. The first year of our transformation was about starting to turn GameStop into a customer-obsessed technology company, one that has wider offerings, more competitive pricing, faster shipping, stronger customer service, and an easier shopping experience. With that said, here's a brief recap of what changed in fiscal year 2021. We installed a new management team comprised of technology veterans and introduced a more equity-focused executive compensation structure to increase alignment with stockholders. We refreshed the board with stockholders and individuals who possess records of value creation while reducing individual director compensation. We ended relationships with high-priced external consultants who were costing the company millions of dollars per year. We hired hundreds of new individuals with e-commerce, operations, and technology experience while eliminating many redundant and unnecessary roles. We recapitalized the company's balance sheet after raising approximately $1.67 billion in capital. We expanded our product catalog to seize more market share in areas such as PC gaming, personal electronics, and virtual reality. We invested in our fulfillment network by standing up new facilities on the East Coast in York, Pennsylvania, and on the West Coast in Reno, Nevada. We invested in our systems and tech stack after years of decay and neglect. We invested in US-based customer service and established a new facility in South Florida. We invested in a dedicated blockchain team and new capabilities to drive the development of initiatives such as our NFT marketplace, which we expect to launch by the end of the second quarter. We see significant long-term potential in the more than $40 billion market for NFTs. In keeping with our focus on the customer, we are going to continue taking steps to create new offerings and make targeted bets in blockchain gaming and cryptocurrency. We recognize that our special connectivity with gamers provides us a unique opportunity in the Web3 and digital asset world. We have learned from the mistakes of the past decade when GameStop failed to adapt to the future of gaming. It is important to stress that GameStop had become such a cyclical business and so capital starved that we have had to rebuild it from within. We've also had to change the way we assess revenue opportunities by starting to embrace, rather than run from, the new frontiers of gaming. Although there is a lot more hard work and necessary execution in front of us, GameStop is a completely different company today than it was at the beginning of the fiscal year. Shifting to the fourth quarter, I want to briefly touch on a few areas. We continued to establish new and expanded brand relationships, including with PC gaming companies such as Alienware, Corsair, and Lenovo. This helped grow our PC gaming sales by 150% for the full year. We also formed a partnership with Razer to support sustained growth in PC gaming and console accessories, such as controllers and headsets. We now have more than 100 Razer SKUs, including the company's latest laptop. We grew PowerUp Rewards Pro members by 31.8% on a year-over-year basis, taking total membership to approximately 5.8 million. We launched a redesigned app, which includes an enhanced user interface, improved scalability for a larger product catalog, and more functionality to support exclusive offers and promotions. We entered into a partnership with Immutable X that is intended to support the development of our NFT marketplace and provide up to $150 million in IMX tokens upon achievement of certain milestones. We have commenced discussions with an array of Layer 1s and Layer 2s about prospective partnerships that include development benefits and financial incentives. If and when more deals come to fruition, we will announce them. Let me now turn to our financial results. Net sales were $2.25 billion for the quarter, compared to $2.12 billion in the fourth quarter of 2020 and $2.19 billion in the fourth quarter of 2019. This was the first quarter in which our growth topped pre-pandemic levels. For the full year, net sales
That's
were
a good sign.
$6.01 billion compared to $5.09 billion for fiscal year 2020. As indicated in the past, long-term sales growth is the primary metric by which we believe stockholders should assess our execution. SG&A was $538.9 million for the quarter, or 23.9% of sales, compared to $419.1 million, or 19.7% of sales in last year's fourth quarter. We reported a net loss of $147.5 million, or $1.94 per diluted share, compared to a net income of $80.3 million, or income per diluted share of $1.18 in the prior year fourth quarter. For the full year, SG&A was $1.71 billion, compared to $1.51 billion for the last fiscal year. We had a net loss of $381.3 million for fiscal year 2021, relative to $215.3 million for fiscal year 2020. Turning to the balance sheet, we finished the year with cash and cash equivalents of over $1.27 billion, roughly $760 million higher than the company's cash position at the close of last year. We are maintaining a sizable cash position, even while continuing to invest heavily in inventory to drive pragmatic growth and meet demand amidst global supply chain issues. We intend to build up our cash position by the end of fiscal year 2022, assuming the operating environment permits. At the end of the year, we had no borrowings under our ABL facility and no debt other than a $44.6 million low-interest unsecured term loan associated with the French government's response to COVID-19. Capital expenditures for the quarter were $21.3 million, bringing full-year CapEx to $62 million. CapEx may remain elevated as we make pragmatic investments in our infrastructure and tech. In the fourth quarter, cash flow from operations was an outflow of $110.3 million compared to an inflow of $164.8 million during the same period last year. In order to meet customer demand throughout the holiday season, we maintained a higher inventory level. We believe our inventory level remains prudent given our operating headwinds and increased customer demand. We ended the year with $915 million in inventory compared to $602.5 million at the close of fiscal year 2020. To put things into context, the combination of supply chain issues and the Omicron variant had a sizable impact on this past year's holiday season. We made the conscious decision to lean in and absorb higher costs in order to meet customer demand. We felt and continue to feel that investing in our customers and rebuilding brand loyalty right now is in the company's best interest over the long term. With respect to an outlook, we're not delivering guidance at this time. We do not feel it's prudent to provide guidance during the early stages of our transformation and with the current global backdrop. What we are comfortable saying is that we anticipate growth across our stores, e-commerce properties, and blockchain gaming offerings. In closing, we know the investments and sacrifices made in fiscal year 2021 will take time to yield tangible value, but we are completely comfortable with that. If GameStop is going to once again become a market leader in gaming and also realize new revenue opportunities across emerging communities, we needed to lay a lasting foundation rather than taking shortcuts. That is what we did over the past year as we started to transform into a technology company. I'll wrap up there for today. As always, we appreciate the enthusiasm and support from our customers, employees, and stockholders.
This concludes today's conference. You may disconnect your lines at this time. Thank
Wow.
you for your participation.
That's it? Dude, that was probably the shortest conference call or shortest earnings call I've ever seen, man. No Q&A. They don't want that. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah, GameStop ripped back up to $80 a share. We'll see what happens. Let me know if you're a bull or bear. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll be back tomorrow morning as always, like we always do. Good luck. Love you all. We'll see you guys tomorrow. I appreciate all you watching us, and yeah, we'll see you guys next time.
See you later, guys. Come in tomorrow for more perfect stocks.
Yeah. Hey, and guys, check out like I said, check out my latest VWAP video. We got this advanced VWAP class, and it really is advanced. It goes over a lot of really advanced concepts. So it goes over a lot of different nuances that most people don't talk about. Again, I've been trading the VWAP for 5+ years now. I know what I'm talking about when it comes to the VWAP. I'm green on the year. I'm a profitable trader that's been trading for years, and I did a full VWAP class, and it's only part 1. We're going to drop a lot more. So subscribe if you want to learn more about it. Check out this link if you haven't already. Again, advanced VWAP class. Don't forget to subscribe. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Good luck.
Say bye, P. Diddy Cat.
Bye, P. Diddy. Later, guys.